Therefore, what I'm about to tell you is true. Don't listen, because he can't even read a simple graph correctly. So what makes you think he's going to read complex scientific journals and statistical data? Hey everybody, and welcome back. Why do we listen to stupid people? And by stupid people, I mean Joe Rogan. Now, I know a lot of you Joe Rogan friends out there are screaming, yelling into the abyss right now, saying, I don't know what I'm talking about. And I really don't like using the word stupid for someone. Like, he's a nice guy. He's probably, his heart is in the right place. But he's a useful idiot. He's stupid. He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know what he's talking about. And because of that, he spreads so much misinformation. And there's so many examples out there of him doing it, yet a lot of people are still following him, still taking his advice on medical issues and politics. If you want to watch Joe Rogan, go watch Joe Rogan interview UFC fighters, Neil deGrasse Tyson. I don't know why he has him on anymore, but it's probably because Neil deGrasse Tyson thinks he's an idiot as well. But even when he has Graham Hancock, you know the guy, 11,000 years, Ice Age, ancient civilizations, Göbekli Tepe, all that stuff, that's entertaining, harmless. It's actually very interesting. No one's going to get hurt. There's no politics. There's no medical advice. Everything else, just stop listening. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm going to show you an example, just a recent example, that you should not listen to one word especially when he says he looked at the evidence, he read the data. Just like even back in 2022, he thought Australia was banning people from growing their own foods. Thought the video of Tim Walz dancing with an F Trump shirt was real. Thought Joe Biden was talking about the Air Force during the Civil War when it was in fact just Joe Biden making fun of Trump who was talking about that. And then said Joe Biden was an idiot for saying that. And then when found out he was making fun of Trump saying that, saying, well, Trump just made a mistake. So why are we listening to him? Over and over again, we see how he doesn't know things, yet we treat him like he's got the answers for everything. So this next example should be the last example anybody should need to know he should not be listened to. I'm going to let him show you what I'm talking about.
Now, aren't they kind of blowing the Ecuadorian ships up that are coming to here that are having a lot of drugs on them?
Yeah, Venezuela, right?
Venezuelan ships.
Yeah,
they just blowing them up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know. I'm not educated on stuff like that. But
Well,
I wonder if it's to keep the trade here.
No, I doubt it. I think more likely what it is because Trump genuinely hates that they're bringing drugs into this country. Is there other things involved too? I don't know.
Absolutely wrong. Trump doesn't care, and this is easily proven. Donald Trump pardoned the ex-president of Honduras, Juan Orlando Hernandez. Trump pardoned him, a man who once characterized as the key figure in a drug trafficking scheme that flooded America with over 400 tons of cocaine. 400 tons of cocaine. You know how many lives were ruined because of that? American lives? How many people died from that? You can imagine. Again, he's an idiot. This is like well known. Yet he's still spewing his thought where Trump really cares. But again, this is a side point. Let's continue.
No, I mean, I'm sure some of it has to do perhaps with politics.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that's a reasonable assumption. But Jamie, I just sent you something. Here's what's interesting. One of the things that Trump was saying is they're poisoning our kids and that 100,000 people are dying every year from drug overdoses. We have to put a stop to this. from the time Trump's been in office, deaths by overdose have dropped off a cliff. Look at that. Look at 2024. And
wow.
leading into 2025.
Just
Look
going
at
down.
These are all deaths from overdoses. I mean, that's kind of crazy. Like, look at that. From all drugs, which is the top one, look at that drop. I mean, that's crazy. So you see the peak was in 2022, or it looks like actually 2020, between
It looks like
2023
mid.
and 2024. That's the peak where people are dying. And then from the time Trump's in office, it's taking a fucking sharp downturn.
Oh, God, help us all. As a society, we are in trouble. Look at that graph. Please, please, for all you Joe Rogan hardcore fans, I need you really, please, just to concentrate on that graph. The data points stop just before 2025. Okay? When you go to the website, it's actually, the data points is till October of 2024. Trump was not in power until January of 2025, and he did not start bombing, killing illegally, war crimes of those boats until like 6 or 7 months into his term. Really into 2025. So all that drop off is Biden. He's reading it. He's reading it to his guests. He says, look, in 2023, just after 2023 was the peak, and then it just went over. He was like, oh, yeah, it's all Trump. And like, as he's reading, he doesn't see. He doesn't understand what he's reading. He's the one who gave it to Jamie to put it up. He's had this for who knows how long, and it still hasn't hit him that this is Biden. Has nothing to do with Trump. Yet all his followers are going to say, oh, Trump, 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 the greatest. This is why we have problems in the world and society, because of people like him. Is he going to come on and say, nope, I screwed up. That was my mistake. Don't ever, if he does, he'll say, well, don't listen to me. I'm just some stupid podcaster. Brother, nobody should be listening to you at all, ever. I could understand if this was a simple mistake, but he's made mistakes like this over and over and over again, multiple times. So when he says, I did the research, I looked at the data, therefore what I'm about to tell you is true, don't listen, because he can't even read a simple graph correctly. So what makes you think he's going to read complex scientific journals and statistical data? There's been, even when he talks about measles not being that bad, there were people who the data and the statistics and the research that he cites, the people who did those studies even had to come out and said, Joe Rogan is misinterpreting my information and my data. He's wrong. So why does he still have all these people listening to him? We as a society don't deserve to survive if we go to people like him to get our information. Especially when he's proven over and over again he doesn't know what he's talking about. UFC, brother, you know what you're talking about. Go ahead. Kopekateke, 11,000 years. Beautiful. Bring the guy on. Talk about it all the time. Politics, science, data-driven, stay away from it. And the reason why he's no good is because he knows he doesn't understand it, yet he's still here spewing misinformation. If you had somebody who couldn't boil a pot of water, would you listen to them about baking and cooking? Or somebody who couldn't change a tire, would you listen to them about cars and how they run and how to fix them? No. So why are we listening to him? He's putting people's lives in danger. He's a main factor, not a main factor. He is a factor, a key factor in why Donald Trump got elected. Which has put a lot of people, healthcare, Obamacare, subsidies are gone. A lot of people are going to lose their healthcare. People are going to die. Okay, people are going to get sick. The tariffs, cost of living, gone through the roof because of the tariffs and Donald Trump. Yet, here we are, still has a huge following. And people I know, family and friends, and every time they say, well, on the Joe Rogan podcast, and I have to bite my lip, it's cringe. It's cringe because I don't want to have an argument with them to say he's an idiot and stop listening to him. Like they have to come out on their own to figure that out. And I'm hoping sooner than later because they're going to get hurt. They're going to make a decision based on this guy who doesn't know what he's talking about, and they're going to get hurt. And everything is all on him. It's going to be interesting, to be honest, how history looks at Joe Rogan. In my mind, it's going to be not in good light. He's going to be studied. He's going to be remembered. Oh, boys are going to remember. And they're going to do courses on him of his relationship to the downfall of society. I know some of you think I'm being hyperbolic, but he was a contributing factor. History is not going to look kindly upon him and what he's contributed to the lives he's ruined and to the destruction he's caused. And I'm sorry, he's had more than enough chances to correct his ways, even when he's been shown to make mistakes. He's not made 1 ounce to try to do better going forward. Like if it was me and I say, oh my God, I made a mistake, maybe I should look at things closely. Maybe talk to other people before I open my mouth. Careless. Just keeps going. I can't believe it. He's looking at it and he still can't realize he's wrong on a simple graph. Oh, this is why we're frustrated with MAGA. He's MAGA. He's MAGA. His brain is broken. I'm sorry. His brain is broken. I don't know what broke it. Maybe it was all the DMT, the isolation pod that he's in, LSD, those mushrooms he does. Maybe he got hit too many times in the UFC or doing fighting or whatever. But his brain's broken and he's spraying it to everybody else. Well, let's see what happens. It's not going to be good. But hopefully we can turn this around and get him to not be relevant anymore before it's too late. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Take care. We'll talk later. And stop listening to this guy.